What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome back to the Sim Dynasty. We are here in the preseason, as we always are to start these episodes. There's not really too much to get into. I redshirted pretty much everyone I could redshirt, including the cornerbacks, so hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt. I did manage. I thought you need to have 3 tight ends on the roster. You only need 2. So the backup tight end is redshirted, as well as the center who we recruited last year. Because even though we've only got 2 centers on the roster, we have more than enough offensive linemen to make up for it. There's actually some pretty good prospects who we are on their initial board for. I'm going after fullbacks right now because we need 1. I'm actually hoping to get 2. We got Stuart Davis. He's a junior JUCO, but he's a +8 gem, so I figured he's worth throwing some points at. Al Frederick, not scouted yet. I actually filled my board this time, so I didn't have enough points to scout everyone. But 77 overall fullback, if that stays in line, he's definitely someone I'm going to want to go after. Jim Murray, fully scouted, 74 overall free safety. Shannon Logan, 73 overall outside linebacker. Now, I've noticed with the free safeties I have, they're hard hitters. And he looks like he's a decent hitter. I could slot him over at... Yeah, because his coverage kind of stinks. I could put him at linebacker, depending on how his overalls go. Like, McPherson actually would make like an 86 overall middle linebacker, and he's an 89 free safety. So I can slide safeties around if I have to. And then after that, it's just, you know, some lower end talent down here. Again, the high 60s, low 70s, those are people who I'll keep on the board for now. Just to get some points initially, just in case I need some people later on in the season. Schedule, we got a C+ strength of schedule, so actually a little weaker than before, but we start off at 2 ranked schools. We also have a home game versus Rice. We'll be taking on Grunt. And then we've played BYU every year, so I've got this one random week in the middle I can schedule. So I just throw BYU in there. But second straight year where we're at UMass, so we can't use that to get any bonuses to recruiting. The schedule is kind of weak. I think next season will be a good year to jump up in competition. I'm not sure exactly where I want to go. The ACC is the logical choice, but it's also one of the toughest conferences, so... I might throw myself in like the Big Ten or something like that. But we did balance it out. I added Army to the conference, so we will be playing everyone in our division this year, because that would have been an irritating scenario if we tied with Temple and there was no tiebreaker. All right, so we have no one preseason all NCAA, but we do have 6 players all American. So we got Powell. He was actually first team last season, even though he was the backup halfback. Brown making it here too. And Martin, the kicker. Second team, rushing is back on here. Oh, UMass has a player on here. All right. Davis making it a D tackle. Johnson making it a cornerback. All right, that's not bad. We're starting the season ranked 24, then we'll go to 23, 22, and then 4. That's quite a jump. So these recruiting classes, I mean, that's 2 straight top 25 recruiting classes. That's what it'll do for you. We're straight 90s all across the board, so we're actually better technically than we were last season. I thought we'd be a little bit worse. We are projected to win our division, which has improved. Cincinnati's moved on up a little bit. UMass with a big jump. I think they're like 8 points better than they were last year. UCF dropped off. Oh, so did Houston, actually. It's SMU and USF, the class of the conference over there. All right, now let's see what we got for non-scouted players. This guy only goes down 1 point. There we go. 77 gem, already on his board. Throw him the full 700 now. Bust, you can come right off the board. There we go, 74 overall tackle. You can get some points too. Oh, this guy's a JUCO. I forgot about that. All right, so we'll go after the linebacker. For now, we're gonna go after both these fullbacks, and we'll see how it goes. Take this wide receiver too. Like I said, I just want to sort of add one every year if I can. 74 overall. We're not gonna have to work very hard for him, and we're not gonna have insta commit until, like, you know, if we get it this season, it won't be till the end of the year anyways. So we're just gonna offer everyone here a scholarship. And just for ha-has here, +1, so 79 overall tackle, the #1 tackle in the country. I'm going to go after him. I'm going to guess we're not going to get him, but there's no one else on the board I really want to go after for now. And worst case scenario, he'll just come right off the board anyways next week if we fall so far behind. All right, I'll meet you guys in week 3 after I take a look at some low locks. All right, so here we are in week 3. I've been messing around a lot with this board. There have been a lot of low lock people I found, and then they instantly fell off. Like I said, week 2, you find some people, but if they're, you know, like that fullback we were trying to go after, the 76 overall, Virginia Tech insta-committed him. But then they had the points to offer to someone else, so then the people sort of disappear off the board. But for now, we got Mark Copeland. We got a huge lead already. We actually got him scheduled for a visit already. Same thing with Stuart Davis, big lead. I mean, he's a JUCO, but he's a receiving fullback. So worst case scenario, if I slide him over to tight end or something like that. And then Jermaine Ivey, I'm also going to be going after because if I redshirt him, eventually he'll be a pretty decent fullback, and I'll take that. Jim Murray, I mean, I'm offering him like no points whatsoever. We're still gaining 200 each week on Buffalo, so I can keep taking his points away and using them for scouting. Matt Smith, another Matt Smith on this channel. Found him in low lock. 81 overall DN, was a 77, got a +4. I am shocked that no one's going after him, but I'm going to hope that I can get in here and grab him because an 81 overall defensive end is, like, outstanding. Andrew Ball, 79 overall center. Not a position in need for us necessarily, but offensive lineman. Even though he'll lose a couple points, I can slide him over to something else if I have to. Jared Newman, I actually wasn't going after him, so we started falling behind, but the points we're losing each week, I think I can make up for it, so I'm going to start throwing points at him because we need a tight end, and there's just not really anything. I got to take a look at the athletes after. We got Dante Davis, 6'7", 234. Are you? What's your strength? Strength 63. I don't know if he's a tight end. I can't tell. Someone in the comment section is yelling at me that, yes, absolutely, he's a tight end. He might be. Or he's just a really, really tall receiver. 86 route running, 76 catch. I mean, I'm definitely not putting... He's got some pretty good run moves. Imagine a 6'7", 234-pound halfback. Now I kind of want to do that. Paul Johnson, another tight end we just weren't going after, but again, I think I can catch him. So if one of these tight ends works out, we're okay. And then Terrell Williams, he's a 77 overall. I didn't even put points at him last week, but some of the people... I found like a 79 overall guard and a 79 tackle. They're both gone. So I figured I'd throw the points at him. And then like Robinson and Logan, yeah, okay, we're close, but actually Washington's going hard after Logan, Rutgers is going hard after Robinson. We're going to lose points anyways. So I just cut bait and use those points for someone else because they're good, but not great. And overall, like, not really a ton on here, but I've been focusing, like, I basically went after all the tight ends this year and was hoping to find someone pretty decent, but no luck there. For this week, I'm done with recruiting. I'll clean up the board next week and try and go after some more low lock people because there's a lot of recruits on this board that I'm not actually going to go after. Now, can we start the season off with a win? No, we got blown out by 3 touchdowns to North Carolina. All right, well, we got up to number 19 in the country, and now we're going to be unranked. Hi. You had nothing, you just wanted to be involved?
Yeah.
It's okay, you can be involved. Come here.
No.
Now that you have an invite, you don't want it?
No.
Get out of my office. Don't you me. The baby's... Then get over here.
Well, when I burst through the door, she stopped.
Well, then maybe you scared the hell out of her. Did you think that?
I think you scared the hell out of her.
You're the one bursting in doors around here. All right, we got the lead on Matt Smith. Got the lead on Ball. Got the lead on Newman. Did not get the lead on Thomas yet. All right, so now what I'm going to do... Yeah, Robinson. Again, we could have competed for these guys, but... I can put my points better somewhere else. I guess I'll check out these 2 wide receivers. I don't know. I'll grab this offensive line, or outside linebacker. He's been sitting here this whole time. He's only at 12%, so maybe he's a gem and just no one knows it yet. We're already on... This guy's on our board, so might as well just throw him on. I guess I'll throw the D-tackle. Couple D-end. If I can get another gem for D-end, that's the defensive line completely set. This guy's a 78 JUCO. Yeah, all right. +3. All right. This guy's a quarterback. Also a running back or a wide receiver. He can play any of the three. Okay. This guy gets a +4. I mean, he's a halfback for sure. All right, we jump forward 1 week. We lost to Michigan State. They were number 5 in the country. We only lost by 1 point, though, so a really close game. But still starting off 0-2. Now we got our first round of prospects coming in to visit. We're, taking enough of a lead. I took the points away from Ivy last week, and Navy decided to try and jump up after him, so I got to put my foot down on that. I'm hoping these visits go fairly well. Like Copeland, I think we might be able to sign this week if it goes well. Same thing with Davis. Ivy will just have a good enough lead. Navy's going to have their visit next week, but I'm not too concerned about that. So we might be able to sign a couple of people. We've overtaken lead on everyone we're going after except for Charles and Green from last week, but we're right on the board. We're going to take the lead for next week. And if I had more points, I'd actually be throwing points at Wilson too. So if I can get one of these prospects signed, this is the tough part about Kitchen Sink. You can offer 700 points to people, but maybe like Matt Smith only needs 500, but I also don't want Bama finding him and then coming after him. I'd rather be able to build up a bigger lead and just get him signed as quick as possible. So, you get less prospects, but at least the ones you want, you can like almost guarantee you're going to get them. All right, Garrus, I guess it's time for some calibrations. Can we take care of business against Grunt here and impress these recruits? No, we're going to start off 0-3. Wow, well, I'm glad I got that contract extension last season. Well, we got the fullback and the right guard locked up anyways. Oh, we're missing our left outside linebacker. He dislocated his ankle. That's probably not helping. Oh, I was like, hey, let me scout some DNs and stuff real quick. First guy I grab. Richard Mobley, +7 gem. That's okay. What about this guy? All right, not bad. Nope. What about the linebackers? All right, +2. Okay. All right, I keep scavenging points. I think from here, I should be good on scouting people and stuff like that, so I can just start like hardcore going after the people I want. Also, I feel like I'm about to lose out on this fullback. Because we had a visit. We got 400 points from that. But somehow Navy still gained 225 points. Even with our visit. I don't understand. Alright, I'm going to jump forward a couple of weeks. Hopefully we get a win in the meantime, and hopefully we get some prospects signed too. Alright, so we had another round of visits come in. We signed the 77 overall center. We got this tight end. So we cleared up some points. Matt Smith has visited in Go Great, which is more problematic because Ohio State discovered him. Oh, also we lost, so we're 0-5 now. Now, luckily, we still got a bump from having the visit, so we gained another 480 points on Ohio State. Still got a pretty big lead. They don't have their visit for a few more weeks. Depending on how they go, we might be able to sign him before then. But either way, we'll be in contention come the offseason. Ball, we're like really close on. I'm actually going to take some of your points away. Use those on other people. We can drop you down to probably 400. All right, so let's just max out these guys that we're going after. So we don't have another Matt Smith situation. Even Charles here, he's a JUCO, but we can get him signed real quick. Murray, see, Buffalo's coming at him again. We'll just max him out too. Let's see. What other position should I look for? I'll take a look at this 4-star quarterback since he's sitting here. Again, we don't need him, but if he's at least the same overall he's supposed to be there, we'll go after him. We're going to sign another 69 overall halfback, it looks like, this year. We're just doomed to mid-tier running backs. All right, so, I mean, there's, not a ton really to update now. So that round of prospects, not really any good. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just focus on the people we got right here. And I'll update you guys when there's an update. All right, so not a big update here, but Matt Smith signed. Like, I saw that pop up, and I just took the most relieving sigh I think I've taken in a long time. Yeah, we got the 74 overall free safety, the JUCO. We signed a couple people last week, too, but Matt Smith is on the team. Now, Dante Thomas, it looks like we have Notre Dame coming after him, and they got a visit this week. So we might lose our lead right here. But I'm not as concerned. Malcolm Charles, Achuko, we got a big lead on. Courtney Green, decent lead. Mobley, we're running away. Cole Alexander, we're going to go tooth and nail with Arkansas. We're still gaining points every week, but yeah, we're fighting them. That's all right. Wilson lead. And then these guys are just sort of like back-end roster depth. So hopefully we sign most of these players afterwards. And then in the offseason, I think between Thomas and Alexander, I think I'd rather go for Alexander. Yeah, I'd rather have a 74 overall linebacker come in than a 77 wide receiver. If you were a tight end, you'd get all my points. I'm just going to clean up my board a little bit, take another quick look through low lock and see if there's anyone else floating around, just in case. We do have the number 13 overall class in the country, though. So, yeah, again, quality over quantity. We only got 8 prospects, but man, we're making them count. Look at Michigan State with 18 up here. I got a feeling I'd still rather have our class. Okay, I have a feeling this guy's not going to be any good, but he is from the town over of my hometown. So I'm tempted to go after him. I'm not going to, though. You can go ahead and just be there. All right, I found another JUCO safety. I don't know, 75 overall, junior, sure, whatever, take the points. Okay, so we're at the end of the season. We ended up going 3-9. Luckily, we beat UMass 52-3. So at least we keep that streak going. As far as recruiting, so I just kept adding a bunch of people to the board, throwing points at them, and we just kept signing some lower-end prospects just to help our recruiting class. So, you know, again, some back-end roster help here. Some of these people might just get instantly cut. Apologies. Courtney Green's going to be our next random lower 70s overall halfback. We did get Mobley, so we got both of the DNs we were going after. Charles, Murray, yeah, Matt Smith, you saw that. So the defensive line is shaping up really well. And then going to the offseason, we fell behind Notre Dame. They did end up catching us. And Cole Alexander, we got a slight lead over Arkansas. So it's basically just picking between them. Dante Fletcher, I'm just surprised we didn't sign him. And again, these other people, I was, throwing points at them. I don't think we're getting fired. Our job security is still about 88%, so hopefully that buys us some time. I did put 1 point into the off-season point, so I think my plan once again is just split them between these two, and then maybe kick Fletcher like 200 points or something like that just to get him to sign. Unless we get another bump to it, then maybe I'll go after Quinn too. Sitting with the number 15 class now. So not as good as it was. Michigan State has sort of fallen down a couple spots. I don't know why Michigan State's what my eye got drawn to. Probably because we lost to them by 1 point. They end up finishing number 9 in the country. Quick flip through for the All-Americans. I'm guessing not anyone because we were a terrible team. Well, Gray made the all-freshman team. So that's nice to see. And by the way, we're staying in the American next year. I've decided this. I don't think we can leave without winning the conference. I think that has to be something we do. Now, do we have anyone all-conference? No, it's just Houston and Cincinnati dominating pretty much. Second team? Wow, we were really bad. Wow. We had no one all-conference even. All right, Brigham. Oh, that's not a good rating right there. Yeah, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. Not a great start. I am kind of tempted. He'll get drafted next year if he gets a good enough bump. I'm tempted to just let McIntyre start. Just screw it. Rushing, I mean, not much done. So this playbook did not do us any well. I don't even remember what playbook it is now. I'll be 100% honest. I don't remember what playbook it is anymore. So we might go back to the Wisconsin playbook next year. Newton had a pretty decent season. Gray, he was our slot. What? Parham didn't do anything. He must have been injured or something. Brown had 85 tackles. All right, so not a lot of sacks for us. More interceptions than last year. No one really standing out. A lot of forced fumbles, though. Decent amount recovered. All right, let's head into the offseason. Also, I'll let you know, so it's Georgia versus South Carolina for national championship, so I'll let you guys know who wins. Only in a video game, but Georgia wins the national championship. Good job, guys. Safe for now. Yeah, I'll take it. No one transferring out. No one getting drafted, though. That's all right. At least we're keeping everyone we got. All right, so after going back and forth a little bit, I've decided Cole Alexander, again, like I said earlier, I think he's the play. Dante Thomas, again, a 6'7" wide receiver, that would just be ridiculous. And if this was a dynasty that I was actually playing the games, totally would go for him. But I'm not. We've already got enough wide receivers. We could use some linebackers. Please go. The snort stays in the video.
No!
Fletcher will just throw the 500 points at him. That'll be enough to get him the sign. And in Quinn, I'll throw 1,000 points. That's one where it's just like it's a 4-star prospect. I might as well try it. Yeah, all right, Notre Dame, you can have him. We got, oh, Quinn, we lost. Georgia came out of nowhere. We got the 60-60 tackle, 66 corner. Like I said, back end of the roster stuff. Cool. Another top class in the conference, another top 25 class. So while on the field it stunk this year, at least off the field we took care of business. And up with another 16 class. Again, we're just staying in this top 25. That's 3 straight years now. Notre Dame jumped up to the #1 class, I'm guessing on the back of the prospect that we were supposed to go after. So Georgia just out of nowhere went like, oh my god, all our points to the 69 overall halfback. Okay. He was probably getting cut anyways. Yeah, I mean, conservatively, we could have gone after Thomas. Yeah, okay, so if we had gone, like, 6,000 at Thomas and 4,000 at Alexander, we would have gotten both. I'm fine losing out. That stinks, but whatever. All right, time to shuffle some people around. The offensive line is going to be all scrambled up, and then I'll check in with you guys with training results. All right, let's wrap this one up. Look at the training results. Hoping for something good. I mean, that's not terrible, considering we were terrible. So Brigham gets a +5 with 294, so Marshall actually overtook McIntyre. He only got a +4. I mean, after this season, it'll be McIntyre starting regardless. I'm not too worried about it. Halfback, oof, not the best. Probably going to start Robinson over Smith. Fullback, Patrick up to a 73, so I'm going to take that JUCO and redshirt him. Yeah, this way we'll have the extra couple seasons with him. Wide receivers, here we go. So an 87 for Newton, 85 for Parham, 83 for Burt. So not the best training results. But now look at just how much better this wide receiver group looks. Tight end Barrett getting a +5 on that red shirt. Hayes only getting a +3. That's all right. We've got a deep offensive line now. Definitely coming along. So 86 for the left guard. The freshman got a +4 on a red shirt. Mullins on a red shirt got a +6. He's coming back in. The other center I moved over to right tackle, so we'll see how he did. +4 for Mortz, even though he freaking fractured a vertebrae last season, so he missed most of the year. And Hagan getting a +5. All right. Again, the offensive line is pretty solid. Estes a +3. Jacobs went and got a +5. I moved him over so Matt Smith could just start on the right side. So I'm actually going to redshirt Jacobs because we've got Adkins right here. And then we got the other freshman there. So I'll redshirt Jacobs. So we'll have Estes this year, Jacobs next year, and then the freshman can step in. Yeah, Davis got a +5. He was who we thought we were going to need for defensive end, but now he'll just be a very good backup. D-tackle Davis only a +3 in his final year, but still up to a 92. Miller and Carter both getting +5s, and then Schneider down here a +6. Left outside linebacker Martin getting a +4, Jackson a +5. Mangum getting a +4 in his red shirt, Williams a +4, Brown a +4. So linebackers looking a little better too. Brown got a +5, 88 in his senior season. Joseph only a +4, but he's only meant to be a backup. Cornerbacks, +4s, except for Cochran getting a +5, so solid. It's improved, and they're all young. Well, okay, these two are juniors, so we'll probably have to go after another blue chipper this year. Safeties, I mean, I've got too many. I signed those JUCOs, and I don't even need them because 2 of the athletes are going to be safeties. So Parker getting a +5. He might not make the roster either. Elbert a +4. McPherson's a +4 up to a 94. And then Seller's getting an 89. Harris, 78. And then Douglas, he's definitely not making the roster, 66. I've got 5 strong safeties on the roster. The other 2, it's a 75 and a 71 freshman. Kicker up to a 92, and our puncher up to an 88. All right, so that'll wrap up this one. Hopefully next season is a bounce-back year for us. We'll be in the American once again. I'm not making any changes to anything like that. And we should be good, hopefully. I mean, at this point, we need at least 6-6 next season and not get fired. But even if we get fired, we got a good enough team already. But that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit like down below. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get it delivered directly to your inbox every single time I upload. Any thoughts, suggestions, whatever you may have, leave all that down in the comment section below. Everything you leave down there, I will always respond to, unless you are the trolliest of trolls. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Shane. I'm out.